All right, everybody. Welcome back to the channel here. Today I'm going to talk about something that is extremely powerful and could be very powerful for you in particular in accomplishing your goals and making progress on the things that you want to make progress on in life. And that is this concept of starting small. There's a lot of different ways to phrase this concept. You could say starting small. You could say baby steps. Everybody says, oh, take your baby steps. You've probably heard of 1% better. Each day try to get 1% better. Or each day try to stack tiny wins. Or incremental change. Or brick by brick, You can get kind of cliche with a number of these, but it's all basically the same idea, this idea of starting small. My favorite is the Japanese idea of Kaizen, which is continuous positive improvement. And it kind of dates back, they've had the idea for Lord knows how long. That's an incredible culture, and they've probably had the idea for thousands of years. But they really implemented it post-World War II industrialization or reindustrialization of their economy after war had kind of blown through. So if you look up Kaizen, that's sort of the manufacturing application of it. But there's also a great book that I highly recommend called One Small Step Can Change Your Life, The Kaizen Way. And that book is by Dr. Robert Marr. But he's a psychologist that studies successful people and healthy people and people who achieve their goals. And he found that a lot of people can benefit from this concept of Kaizen or small steps. And why it's so powerful is simply because it makes big goals achievable. You don't have to swing for the fences every time and strike out and then you feel bummed out. You just begin in small steps. You know that, I don't know if it was Confucius or who it was that said it, every journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. Big things are kind of scary. Like, oh, I'm starting this whole big thing. I got to lose 100 pounds. Well, why don't you just take some small steps? Don't scare yourself so much. Don't freak yourself out. Just take a small step and build some momentum. And the results start to compound over time. But don't be afraid to take some small steps as you move through these things, because it's often small steps taken consistently over time that leads to massive results. That's precisely what I did 5 years ago when I lost 130 pounds. Was I just started to take smaller steps. If I was at McDonald's, instead of getting, cheeseburger, fries, McChicken, and a McFlurry, I'd skip the McChicken and when I'd get the order. And then later, I'd skip the McChicken and the McFlurry. And then maybe I'd just get the sandwich, or I'd swap out for just a grilled chicken sandwich. Like, taking what you're doing and just making it a little bit better each time. Or, maybe you don't go jump right into a 5-day-a-week lifting plan if you're sedentary and you haven't been lifting. Maybe instead you just start taking a 10-minute-a-day walk. Do something sort of small that you can start implementing now without freaking yourself out, without it being too overwhelming. So weight loss is a great example of what to do. Eating a little bit less, taking a short walk, maybe eating one healthier food. You could also look at business or content creation. Setting up an email address, getting your social media pages ready, testing out some basic prototypes if you have a product, generating a little code if you're trying to create some sort of app or something. Just doing a little bit. And that goes for pretty much any skill. If you want to start getting good at any skill, take piano, for example. Sit at a piano and start looking at the keys. And then figure out, okay, what's C, what's G, what are the different keys that I'm looking at here, and then slowly kind of get into it. Learn the simplest little tune, a 3-key little chord that you can do, and just play that chord over and over again, and just build a little momentum with a baby step. You're not going to be Mozart right when you start. You're not going to be Bach when you sit at this thing for the first time. You have to, kind of going back to one of the earlier videos, is you have to give yourself permission to be a fool and take a little baby step and start to dabble a little bit and just keep doing that and do a little bit more of a step each time. And so this is a tremendous tool, I think, in anybody's tool belt for accomplishing goals, improving, getting better across a wide range of activities. So don't be afraid to start small. It can be super powerful, and in many cases, it might be the ideal strategy. And also, if you're a reader or if you like audiobooks, or if you just want to watch a YouTube video, check out One Small Step Can Change Your Life, or look up the idea of Kaizen, what I was talking about earlier. That stuff's really powerful. It's a pretty quick book. I'm sure you can find some videos on it too, maybe even a lecture from Dr. Marr. And that guy's like 101. I looked it up today. According to Wikipedia, he's still around, which is awesome, and he's 101 years old. But yeah, so check that out. Check out Kaizen or baby steps. Just start thinking, how can I take a baby step towards something I would like to accomplish? Start thinking about that. Allow your imagination the opportunity to consider possibilities here. And as always, my friend, Godspeed on your future endeavors.